Was that good information that Gary gave you this morning?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And the nice thing about it, I mean, I've been working with Gary. We've been friends since about 1989, and I've been working with him for that long. And I love working with him because when we sit down and talk, there are people who are creative about certain things. Bill Gates is probably one of the most creative guys, not necessarily about software, but about marketing software. Isn't that true? But he comes up with some incredible ideas, and that's what really developed Microsoft. When you sit down with Gary, he's a really creative person when it comes to structuring real estate deals. Okay? And it gets exciting just kind of hanging around with him because that's how deals get put together. This building, I mean, he just started to talk about the cash flow on this building. This building covers itself right now. Is that good? Absolutely. So every dollar that we can pull, now if we get it under contract, we're working on it, we got the offer in, they say they're going to do something with it, but if we get it, every dollar that we add to the cash flow is a dollar that falls to the bottom line. Is that cool?
Yes.
Okay. And there's about 7 other floors just like this. So we look at that and we go, because it starts to get exciting when you see stuff like that. But it's all part of what happens in a thing called the real estate cycle. Now, the real estate cycle, by the way, how many people have heard of the real estate cycle? How many people have seen the action of the real estate cycle in the residential arena today? Of course, okay? Now, it's interesting that we were talking about buildings here in downtown in the last couple of days with you guys here in the room. And we're pointing to the 55 West building. We're saying, man, that building's in trouble. We're pointing to that building right behind us. We're saying, man, that building's in trouble. But those are the major buildings that we're pointing to and saying those buildings are in trouble. Isn't that true? And so people have been saying, what about repossessions or foreclosures in the commercial arena? Are those commercial buildings? Yes. Of course they are. But what's the use of those buildings? Residential. Think about that. That's really important. It's a residential building. Yes, it's a commercial property, but it's residentially based. That's residentially based. The reason why they're hurting is because the residential arena doesn't look at cash flow as its major criteria for price. Let me say that again. The residential arena does not look at cash flow as the major criteria for price or value. What does the residential arena look at to determine price? Comps. And what are comps based on? No, they're not. What are comps based on? Think about this. Basic Economics 101. The law, who said supply and demand? The law of supply and demand. Isn't that what determines the value of a piece of residential property?